And let's get this fucking game started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm muted in Discord as we speak, and the hype has begun as Melantis on the Shadow Priest is stepping up to Blazin' Ken. My music is fucking missing. Let's get that fixed right away. Pallycat on pink. Pallycat gets feared. Chihuahua on purple team is looking to get some healing set out to Dean and Melantis. The double Shadow Priest combination is insane. Melantis is getting... Ooh. The damage is split all over the place. The Cyclone onto Melantis. Dean getting damage onto Starfaller. Starfaller and Melantis trading HP here quite a bit. Starfaller slides into bear form, takes the lay on hands, and pulls his ass out of the grave. The double root into Solar Beam locks up Chihuahua the healer, and Melantis on the Shadow Priest can't seem to escape. The fucking Blazin' Ken gets the fear off, but it's only a half fear. Pallycat can't offer any support to Starfaller. We lock in the camera real quick. Starfaller taking the double fucking suckaroony with 4 beams on him. And still manages to get out alive. I have never seen a man survive that much suckage except for one guy in college. Unforgettable. The spell block is coming through and Starfaller is locked at 40% HP. Dean's health bar is stable. This sits in the Cyclone for a quick nap. The Cyclone comes out again and lands on Chihuahua. Starfaller still appears to be the kill target as more fucking suckaroonies are slamming the fucking gas pedal. Dean, a little distracted, slides into Dispersion and actually gets stunned up by Blazin' Ken. The pressure is still on him, but with Desperate Pair blocking some of the damage, it looks like he's going to be stable. There is so much fucking suckage happening across the map, front to back. Blazin' is getting it from both sides. Starfaller, excuse me. But is this it? Does the bear form hold strong through the sack? Holy moly, is this guy feral or what is happening? Barkskin from bear form slides back into Boomkin, is going back into bear form and sliding into his tank as Convoke happens, and damage is going off the chains. Melantis is taking shot after shot and goes down! And a hot start to the match. In the yellow team with the fucked up nameplates. We get this fixed up. There we are. Yellow team with Starfaller, Blazin' Ken, and Chihuahua. Purple team's locked in with Melantis, the double Shadow Priest, on with Dean and Pink Pallycat. They legit just swapped healers, and now we see the consequence of the composition switching it around. Starfaller dropping to 30, spikes to 90, Cyclone out to Dean. The suckaroony never ends, but this time Starfaller ends up getting the life cocoon. 6 beams is that back to front. No hold from Starfaller is safe, but yet it looks like no damage is connecting. Wait a second. Oh, his ultimate move, slipping into bear form, although he's half a bear already as an owlbear. Chihuahua getting locked up by Pink Pallycat. Dean lands, just sits in the stun. Purple team is desperate for some kind of action. Yellow team Starfaller is actually dropping to 50. Psych! No matter how many shadow bolts end up blasting his belly, he stays strong. Undefeated. But the burst is insane. The last time we saw Melantis was the kill target and the damage was coming through. Shadow Priest is a bit more squishy if you don't happen to have Dispersion ready or any Desperate Prayers. Blazing Ken with the point blank, the hunt. Huge dot damage goes on to Dean. And Starfaller continues to rebuttal. Rip out, just whatever. There we go. Life Cocoon and a Bear Form together gets him back up to 60 and Dampening has climbed up to 36%. Cyclone's coming out, locks up Pally. Pally trying to support Melantis and Dean with the purple team, but it doesn't look like they need it as all health bars are chilling. Starfaller slips into bear form again, but is it enough? Not a chance. Now, let's find out if the DPS actually get shuffled, and they do. Dean, Starfaller, and Chihuahua. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been enjoying the stream, all 5 of you, take my link and send it to a friend. 10,000 years, good luck. Yellow team's coming out the gate hot and ready on the Silver Moon Sweeper, Melantis. Trying to find some damage. People are being so goofy in the Discord. Pallycat getting ripped in half by Starcaller. Chihuahua, the healer, just watched it happen. Pallycat stupefied. There we go, the gates are open. Pink Pallycat with the yellow team Starfaller and Dean. The damage is looking hot because Starfaller just committed a war crime in the previous arena. We're 4 of 6. There's 2 rounds remaining after this one. But what is going to happen? Blazing Ken comes through with a massive cleave. The I-beam is fat. But I think Starfaller's ass is fatter. He tanked right through it. Blazing Ken appearing to do superficial damage, cosmetic in fact, as the health bars stay stable. Dean is trying his best to get damage off onto Melantis here, but what is the point if the health bars don't move? Healers are going absolutely ballistic, but honestly with Pallycat, oh my god, the Discord is just going ape shit. Pump, pump, Lord Pump, if you can hear me, please, come stop the Yoda sounds, for the love of God. They sound like horses. Can you guys stop stroking out like a fucking pack of barnyard animals? Good lord. The healers are incapacitated. The CC is actually verbal. The Discord is causing them to fuck up as Melantis drops to 30%, spiking up to 90. Dean is the next kill target, it looks like, for Blazing Ken, beating on that yellow teammate. Dean, gotta hold strong, brother. Life swaps. And Melantis takes shot after shot from the side of Starfaller. Not a single ounce of remorse on his fucking beak. Blasts him with a drive-by set of stars. Yellow team looking tight. Yellow team with Blazing Ken and Chihuahua healing. Dean coming out the gate. Up against Starfaller, Melantis. Pink Pallycat feeling a bit nervous. Melantis getting damage down range. But Blazing Ken gets absolutely evaporated. Ladies and gentlemen, take a screenshot. How many feet away from his healer was he? I wish there was an instant replay. But man overextended 110%. Fist in the candy jar, caught red-handed, over 60 yards away from his healer, ate shit and died. On the yellow team, Starfaller, Chihuahua, Healing, and Melantis. Honest to God, this is the last round before the next match begins. What's it going to be? Ah, damn, there are more shadow bolts than anything else. But ironically, the darkness comes up and blocks most of it. Dean and Blazing Kid on purple team with Pallycat, trying their best to fight off Melantis, who just slipped into dispersion. Starfaller blasting more stars out to the side. The roar of the owlbear. What is it going to be? What is it going to take? How does the final match end? Cyclone on the Dean. Blocks some of the damage. Blazing Ken eye-beaming into nothing. More of the suck special happening to Starfaller, but gets cocooned right away. No, no, no. Something that you can't mass dispel. Chihuahua getting pressured by Pallycat. Healer on healer violence here. Ooh, the root beam gets countered because Chihuahua, I think, breaks the root. Pink Pallycat sits in the paralysis. Starfaller, straight into bear form, charges with a skull bash onto Dean, blocking some of the damage. Gets hit with the imprison from Blazing Ken and gets locked down for a bit. Eruption on Melantis stops the tempo of his damage. Might be the kill target. More and more is coming onto Melantis. Starfaller gets the swap as Blazing Ken switches targets again. Starfaller, of course, knows the only move that works in this situation is bear form and sit on his healer. Staying in range of Chihuahua, unlike Blazing Ken in the last round, it looks like we have no fear. However, the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, you see a little blue bar under Chihuahua's HP. That is mana, and it is dry. Quick, a little drink because she's got a drinking problem. And then another 20% spikes up, and she has a little bit more gas left to spend. I-beam for style points. Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 17, as he flies up in the air. Starfaller might take the shot, but it's Melantis that falls down instead. The look of no mercy. Just rage. Two killing blows to Starfaller, Blazing Ken, and Melantis, leaving Dean the odd one out as the underperformer. Damage done, but Dean has a lot of pressure, but none of the kills completed. Next up, Blazing Ken and Starfaller. But looking at the performance, 5 wins to Pink Pallycat. Starfaller up next. Dean tied for 4 wins, and 2 to Blazing Ken and 2 to Melantis. Underperformer appears to be Chihuahua. Chihuahua out-healed Pink Pallycat, but when it comes down to kills, you gotta know one thing. Whoever sits in the lockup is the one not doing jack. Healer coverage is so critical. If you want to live a long time, that health bar better be fat and full. Is that a debuff? Warcaster on standby. Let me know when the groups are ready. Is that a priest spell? Power word, shut the fuck up! IRL silence has been cast.
É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. E mais um.
Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Eu camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz.
Como ficar rico se nós tem... Como ficar rico se nós tem pensão demais? Eu vou lá no sapo, me chama de pai. Na igrejinha me chama de pai. Se eu amo...
Chat, stand by. We're getting the next round started soon.
Mais um.
Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz.
Como ficar rico se nós tem... Como ficar rico se nós tem pensão demais? Eu vou lá no...
Gamers, while we're reaching for a fistful of tissues, there are 8 people in the stream and nearly 20 of us in the call. How can we reach #1 streamer if we don't click the link? Got you guys posted in the general chat. Give me a click and give me a share. A click for me is a click for MDGA. Nine, 8, 3, you're gonna have to provide a written essay about why you're sorry. Welcome into the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting started. We are about to kick off round 2, match number 2 in today's Make to Retire Great Again's Solo Shuffle Arena Tournament. Thank you for the Prime subscription, Hash Malum. Thank you so much. And a second Prime subscription. Thank you so much. That's huge. Warcaster Mike on standby. All right. Now I have Check Susie. And who's the second? They click on you, buddy. Oh, yeah. Solo Shuffle selected. Skadoosh is banned from the chat. Counting down the game in 3, 2, 1. Game start. Church with the Prime subscription. Thank you so much. Fucking legend. All right. You guys know the drill. Before the gates open, I'll be muted in Discord, yapping over at Twitch. General chat, I've spammed my link. A click for me is a click for MDGA. We have 7 viewers. We peaked at 11. I would love to cast for you if you're on the sidelines watching. Let's get her done. In the purple, Gothic Thug as red. Wally on the Holy Paladin on the Ancient Clefthoof. And Shockwave on the dog. He's got that dog on the outside and on the inside. Playing as Enhancement Shaman. Equalizer coming out. Throwing a hammer across the map while he sits in an ice trap. Dark Recruitman from Melantis now kicking it on the Discipline Priest. Switching it up. Melantis has got someone's fucking brain matter locked up. That's Wally. Gets feared. Shockwave's health bar getting punished. Can stay above 90%, which is a huge shock. A Shockwave. Wally doing great work with the healing. Let me get this lined up. Yellow team is looking to punish Gothic Thug, who appears to be, let's zoom and enhance, keyboard turning, fucking guilty. The fear comes out from Atlantis. Another great defensive move. Gothic Thug. Caught in 2K. Can't beat the allegations. Probably clicks their abilities. Wally healing the best he can. Doing a solid job so far, but gets locked up in the ice trap. Equalizer on yellow team is getting beat up, but his health bar doesn't compare to Gothic Thug, who just laid on hand himself at a full HP, if I'm not mistaken. Debo paired up with Melantis. An Equalizer, the Hunter-Ret combination with the Disciplined Priest looks steady as Gothic Thug is the first to fall. Here we have it. Wally and Debo. Equalizer on the yellow team facing off against Gothic Thug. And Shockwave and Atlantis. Searing Glare on the purple team. Shockwave and Gothic Thug beaten on Wally. Splitting targets again. Gothic Thug is the kill target and eats dirt. All right, behind this door, purple team looking positively righteous with the great looking transmog on the human. Wally dressed up in the tier set as well, different recolor, and Gothic Thug wearing the Legion special. Massive thank you again to the people who've just subscribed with Prime. Love it. Appreciate you. I will bring you as much content as these people allow me to record. Gothic Thug actually living with his defensives up, sitting pretty on 100%. Equalizer dropping fast, goes to 10, spikes to 40, up to 60, down to 30. Wally spending a lot of time dancing instead of healing. Gets mind controlled into a freaking wagon that's been tilted over and is sitting in the Gooner Goop. Melantis. Ebo looking spicy. 50 goes to 60. Equalizer and Gothic Thug dropping low. Gothic Thug might be the goal target once again as 40 becomes 60. But does 60 drop to 10? We'll soon find out. This enhancement shaman is not letting go. Whose health bar is actually moving? It is just Gothic Thug, who is spending a lot of time dancing and spinning. Debo in the back getting beat on by Equalizer. Both healers sitting on the sides. This is a textbook perfect split of DPS. Nothing efficient about this whatsoever. Shocky Wave is the one who gets switched on. Gothic Thug lands the lay on hands. Spikes back up to 100, but oh my god! From 80, replay the clip! From 80 to 10 and 10 to 0! A casualty of war gets snapped in half like a Kit Kat and shared with the team, and Gothic Thug for the third time in a row gets zugged as the kill target. Gothic Thug got zugged. Equalizer's just looking at his teammate like, oh god, I have to have this one on my team again. Wally standing on top of the sarcophagus. Tall, brave, and proud. Equalizer getting punished. Gothic Thug popping bubble immediately, desperate to stay alive. Debo in the back up against Gothic Thug on the yellow team. Debo on purple with Shockwave, punishing both Paladins who are desperate to actually get some damage down range. Shockwave's health bar isn't moving though, even with the Dawn Light on it, burning him away. You can't spell success until you start with those 4 letters. Suck. Get busy sucking. This is kind of crazy. Gothic Thug becomes the kill target once again. Lay on Hands comes through. 100% HP and a dream. Back to 50. Gets spiked to 100. Equalizer also desperate to hold on. Lays on Hands and he's back to full again. Debo sitting on full. Oh shit. He might actually get focused. Gothic Thug takes an aim shot. Is there a kill shot to follow up? Black Arrow. Rapid fire. The damage. And it's over. Still broadcasting on Twitch. Remember, a click for me is a click for MDGA. The next round is about to begin. Gothic Thug with the immediate bubble at 100%, preventing so much damage. Wally getting stunned on the side. Debo getting focused. Whap, whap, whap from both sides. Purple team with Shockwave and Melantis and Equalizer, the Paladin. Trying to get some value. Gothic Thug getting focused. Again, Debo free casting. All his rapid fires. Actually splits targets here. Massive thank you to all 11 viewers watching the SmackDown tonight. Debo can't be killed. Now this is something illegal. This should not be happening. Debo, on the Hunter, is surviving against melee compositions back to back. What black magic is this? Everyone knows deep in Hunter lore is to take triple damage from melee, and his health bar hasn't even moved that much. Either he is super sneaky, invisible, like a high school student with gaps in his teeth and braces, or he is employing some kind of wicked magic, because he has not been paid attention to very much. And even when the Enhancement Shaman connects the damage, Shockwave coming after Debo, it misses. It doesn't even touch him. Gets rooted, steps up. How does this health bar move? Maybe 10% at a time or less. Oh shit. Equalizer coming through. Big heals going on from Wally onto Debo from yellow team. Gothic Thug dancing around, looking pretty. More of a distraction than a DPS. Searing Glare on to Gothic Thug. Equalizer and Shockwave are now distracted with Gothic Thug, who should basically be playing prot at this point, with bells, whistles, and alarms going off on his shoulders. Wah, wah, just getting all the attention, while Debo is free casting on the side. Gothic Thug might be the kill target here once again, as Debo is lining up shot after shot. I lied. Same team, yellow team. Melantis gets the swap off, and Debo is getting focused. Gothic Thug. Don't let it go into that sweet night. No! Down it goes. What is yellow team serving? We don't know, because this is purple team. Volantis, can you keep our boy Gothic Thug alive? Repentance comes out. Volantis goes into nap time, thinking about her bad choices. Gothic Thug gets blasted in the Hammer of Justice. Shockwave comes up with a full set of cooldowns, and Gothic Thug, now is the time to bubble. God damn! From instant replay, please. From 40 to 0. Snapped just like that. 0 wins for Gothic Thug. 4-4-4 for Debo, Shockwave, and Equalizer. Perfect split 3-3 for both healers. Debo's damage is huge. Equalizer comes through, second place. Healing done. Wally on the Paladin with Dawn Lights going out. Very tough. Strong stuff. All right. Warcaster Mike on the bench. Waiting for you.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take.
Welcome into the chat. Remember, we're live on Twitch. The Discord is muted. Who was in the Discord earlier? It's like, if you guys were as hot as me, you'd understand or some shit. Who said that? Was it Shredders or something? Like, they were talking mad shit. Broadcast on standby, ready?
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in our eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it away.
All right, can you get those names? Understood. Check Susie. And Church. Both teammates ready? Counting it down. Brain cells are optional. All right. Counting it down in 3, 2, 1. Game start. What the fuck? Exactly 6 non-spectators must be present to begin a solo shuffle. I have Churched and Susie. Go. All right, y'all, you know the drill. I am live on Twitch, muted in Discord. If you guys are spectating from the side, would love to be on the top of Twitch's recommended World of Warcraft broadcasts with all those clicks. Good luck to everybody. Oh no, don't have fun. Kick each other in the balls. It makes better VTV. Ask me how I know. Oh, shit. I'm a goblin. Oh, we peaked out 14 viewers. Can we crack 15? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, World of Warcraft players of all ages and sizes, we have on the purple team, Skoro on the Warrior, Fist, and Shockwave. Fist will be healing. Yellow team kicking it off with Wally, absolute fucking scramble in the center as all the melee dogpile on top of the Warlock. Squirrel gets veered off to the side, breaking up his tempo. His DPS cooldown's being interrupted, but he does drop to 40. Spikes to 50, then 70, dropping once again down to 60, but stays tight. Double lock, and everyone else staying consistently high. Both the healers are playing patty cake. Song of Chi-Ji comes through. What kind of disruption is this going to land as 1, 2, and almost 3 get put to sleep. Double lock can't seem to actually get any value from his teleport as he is just sitting right on top of it, getting blasted. Wally, locked up on the side, can't offer support to Devil Lock. Devil Lock is tankier than a motherfucker, but does he remember the health zone in his pocket? No! And the first casualty of round 3 is Devil Lock. On the yellow team, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. We cracked 15 viewers. Would love to host for you in the future. Yellow team consists of the Mistweaver, Fistopolis, Devil Lock, playing Demonology if I'm not mistaken, and the red, Salan Duran. As the gates open up on the purple team, Shocky Wave, Wally on Holy Paladin, and Skoro. Skoro doing what every warrior loves to do and diving deep. Getting pressure and value early on. Pocketing cooldowns, gets freedom, and right on top of Devil Lock, who was the previous kill target. Wally gets wings up immediately, giving lots of sustain to Skoro and Shocky Wave. A bit early, doesn't seem like they need it right now. Devil Lock gets the teleport and actually manages to slip away. Shocky Wave applying pressure once again, but Fistopolis is carefully tracking his Warlock, knowing that they were the kill target from the last time. Shocky Wave gets slept. Sacrifice on them means that they're not going to be taking a lot of damage as Landoran is laying out the lights. Skoro dropping from 100 to 70 and getting sustained by purple team's healer Wally. Fistopolis is out there just throwing their feet around. Ugh. Devil Lock manages to teleport away. Does there happen to be enough healing over time? Not enough, as Fistopolis sits inside of the Repentance and can't respond. In the yellow trunks, Devil Lock, Wally, and Shocky Wave. In the purple trunks, Landoran on Rhett and Skoro, double melee composition with Fistopolis. Technically a triple melee comp. The gates are open and the callouts are live. Landoran lays out the hammer, the root from Shocky Wave. Yellow team is getting value early. Both healers are playing with each other on the side. Skoro appears to be the kill target. Gets bopped from yellow team's... Wait a second. Landoran responded to his teammate. You don't see this every day, folks. An actual Paladin Ret player who plays with his support spells. Unheard of. Take a screenshot. You're not going to see it again. Double Lock once again. Kill target, gets double melee composition, lining up, triple melee comp, lining up damage. Devil Lock is getting punished, but Wally's sitting on the side, gets her instant cast Holy Lights prepped, gets locked up from the side, and Song of Chi-Ji puts her to sleep for 5 seconds. Devil Lock is now having to defend against his own mortality. The bubble comes out from Wally to respond from the CC and lay on hands onto Devil Lock to keep him up to 100. Skoro now dangerously low at 50, but Devil Lock goes from 100 with the lay on hands back to 50. Uses his own wall to sustain it through, but does he have what it takes to stay alive? Ladies and gentlemen, this is another thing that is kind of crucial. Devil Lock never actually placed his own teleports, so he's just raw dogging it melee style with no escapes. He is just a tank. Here comes the CC lineup, and Devil Lock has no tools to respond. And for the 3rd time, the Warlock drops. Wally teamed up with Skoro and Slenderan. In the purple trunks, Double Lock, Shocky Wave, and Fistopolis. Fistopolis is CC'd IRL by his son. He has to open a bubble package for him. Purple team with Shocky Wave and Fistopolis and Double Lock. Good lord. Double Lock gets the bubble from Fistopolis. Skoro's value for his cooldowns getting countered by the bubble. Double Lock about to lose the protection, and Bop gets sent by Slenderan again. Shocky Wave does do a mix of magic and melee damage. We'll see how effective it is. It may be set against the Earthquake and Sundering effects, which are known to stun, but not Capacitor Totem, which is lightning damage technically. Double Lock again. Pack it in. Druzak, welcome aboard. We've gained 3 subscribers today out of 10 so far. Skoro, Double Lock, and Fistopolis. And the yellow trunks going up against Shocky Wave, Wally, and Slenderan in the purple trunks. Stun's coming out quick. Shocky Wave gets locked up by the leg sweep. Leg sweep clips Wally and is followed up by Song of Chi-Chi, so she's been out of the fight for over 7 seconds. Paralysis into Spear means that she can't walk away. Her teammates cleverly staying inside of line of sight, but barely out of range for Shocky Wave. Doesn't matter though, Shocky Wave is sitting pretty on 50%, and the Thunderstorm knocks everyone away. Fistopolis responding with a quick roll forward, and the other 2 teammates in the yellow trunks, Devil and Skoro, are just back in the fight, and just like that, for what was once disfused is now back and clashing like a bunch of scrambled eggs in a pan. Now, unfortunately, though, this is a Teflon pan because this shit is flimsy. Oh, and the clutch shield comes through for Devil Lock, who was about to once again, for nearly the 4th round, 5th round in a row, face certain death. Yellow Trunks, Skoro, Fistopolis, and Devil Lock feeling the heat. Wally in the purple with Slenderan and Shocky Wave are just working their way through, finding value where they can. Shocky Wave gets horrified. Stronger than a fear, by the way, is technically a stun, just with extra movement. Needs to be dispelled. Strange. Song of Chi-Chi gets lined up. Devil Lock once again feeling the heat. Slenderan and Shocky Wave laying it down hard. Skoro sitting at 50%, 100%, laying into Shocky, who instead of responding with the defensive, just runs against the CC of the spear. In the purple trunks, Skoro, Devil Lock, and Wally. With Wally healing on the Holy Pal. On the yellow team, we have Shocky Wave, Slenderan, and Fistopolis. The gates are open. Wally comes up with the Judgment, attempting to slow. It is worth it to use melee spells as a Holy Paladin, by the way. You do a surprising amount of damage, especially if you crit. Slenderan gets feared away from Devil Lock. Skoro doing something with spells at 10 yards away. Slides back into the DMs of Shocky Waves, blasting them apart with the bubble coming up from Fistopolis onto his teammate in the yellow trunks. Overlapping defensive bop and cocoon. He is super protected, although it's never fun to double bag it. Don't ask me how I know. Slenderant gets the bubble. Devil Lock still trying to fight for value. Shocky Wave and Skoro going at it with each other. Skoro teamed up with Devil Lock and Wally healing in the background. And BFE, bumfuck Egypt, getting no pressure put on her. Shocky Wave and Festopolis alongside Slenderant, the Paladin. All in the melee mashup. Oh, but here it is. The CC combination as Wally goes to sleep, trinkets out, and gets the dispel, but knocks herself up. Lots of free casting here with no punishment. Skoro manages to get locked back into the fight. Knocked out of the fight, locked back into the fight. So many stuns are happening, but Skoro don't give a damn as the Blade Thrower makes him immune to most CC, especially polymorph and stuns. Huge blessing of protection and sacrifice. A strange overlap of, again, defensives from Wally this time. Shocky Wave suddenly becoming the kill target, and Festopolis can't respond. And the Yellow Trunks gets locked up. Six wins to Skoro. No wonder. Four killing blows to Skoro. What is Warrior? Festopolis with 1. Shocky Wave, 2. Wally with 3 wins. Perfectly split between the healers. This is how you know you have a good match. When the healers have balanced win rates. Big damage from Skoro, Slenderant, and Shocky Wave. Devil Lock, unfortunately, still managed to squeak out 2 wins, as Shocky Wave was the kill target twice over. We can always go straight back to that if you prefer. Broadcaster on standby, folks. Please be patient while we get the next round formed up. Gonna throw on a little music for in between. Make sure you guys are sparking up that J. That's a joint for the people who don't know. If you happen to have any whiskey, tequila, anything fun to drink, maybe a non-alcoholic beverage, you never know. A little bit of cranberry juice splashed up with some sparkling water and lime. Ooh, good shit. Bringing them out. Make sure you guys are spreading that link around. We want to be the #1 PvP stream at the opening of this season. So if you've been enjoying what you've been watching so far, think about who else will. And send that link over. Broadcaster is ready. Who am I selecting? I got Church and Susie. Ooh, I need that battle tag sent over. Ooh, okay. Can you copy paste it to me? What do the numbers mean, Mason? And for future reference, if anybody would like to have me on their battle tag, I'm posting it to the chat that we're in right now. Okay. Honey buns. It said I really do prefer copy paste if there's any special letters. Appreciate it. Alright, B-Tag has been sent over. Yo, guys, gals, leave the PvP in the arena, non-verbal. Undy Buns, thank you so much. Alright. You added me back, that's good. Now, here's the next part. We have Thundy Buns and Check Susie. Confirm? All set. Counting down in 3, 2, 1. Game start. You guys get the drill. We are on match number 4 in Tolvir Arena. We are live on Twitch in an MLG setup. Your clicks push me to the top of World of Warcraft's most recommended viewers, and I appreciate you guys' help and the subscribers that we gained today. I'll be muted in Discord, yapping on Twitch. Link posted in general chat. Good luck, everybody. Fight fair and win hard. This guy gets it. He's got the vibe down. He's coming home, but oh, he slipped up the diarrhea from crapping himself. Whoa. Carlin has entered the battlefield. Wow. No, we got tons of names. Nut Shelly, don't know who that is, but Deadly Force sounds edgy, but they're playing a healer. Carlin, the rogue. I think our first rogue of the night. Shadowblades is active. Gets CC'd, locked up, breaks free, blowing his cooldowns into Astral. Through the wall. Nut Shelly as a healer getting hard focused. Dark Demon on the Demon Hunter. Throwing glaives left and right on Holy Only fun, please, Plox. However way you want to spell it. The Air Force has arrived and Blazing Ken is raining pain from above. Nutshelly getting blasted. Again, Yellow Trunks here. Nutshelly on the healer, if I'm not mistaken. Holy Pal is set to be the kill target. Lines up the bubble. Sends it. Gets protected. Carlin with the Yellow Trunks and Blazing Ken together. Fighting off the purple against Dark Demon. Only Fun and Deadly Force. Now that we're all caught up, lining up the camera and watching as the carnage continues. Sigil of Spike comes down. Soul's knocked around. Massive healing coming through. Hard to say who it's from, as Blazing Ken also happens to be playing a Demon Hunter. Another Sigil of Spite comes out. This one fresh from Dark Demon. Gets the healing out as well. Nutshelly trying to respond with some kind of healing. Doesn't have bubble in. Both bubbles have been spent. Carlin is now at 50, but Nutshelly is locked down, it looks like. Tries to Lamborghini Kodo away as he's speeding. Carlin not getting any damage after being locked up and sitting in the root. Does he get the re-stealth? He goes with the Vanish instead, committing a cooldown. Comes up, gets the stun. Nutshelly about to perish. Holy, shock yourself to freedom, buddy. Wings comes up. Is there a Dawn Light for you? Is there enough healing over time to break even? And there is not, as Deadly Force as a healer lines up the Lava Burst and bursts the last 10% that Nutshelly had to hold on to. In the purple trunks, we have Nutshelly, Only Fun, and Dark Demon. Nutshelly using the healer spec for Holy Paladin. Sits back like Wally in the previous rounds. Blazing Ken gets the lockdown, but not committing damage. Actually lands. Flame Sigil. Is there a hunt to be cast? Dark Demon on the Deadly Force. Fat dots onto our Shaman healer. In the Yellow Trunks, we have Deadly Force, Blazing Ken, and Carlin. Trying to fight through Purple Team's defensives. Huge metamorphosis from Dark Demon. Gets a lot of pressure onto Deadly Force. Our Resto Shaman feeling the pressure. But is it enough? Does the Shaman just have all the tools in the world to sustain that can't be beat? The Earth Shield is holding strong, and that piece of Dookie is tough. But is it tough enough? Not enough teammates inside of the shared Spirit Link totem to actually make much of a difference, but it looks like the DR mattered more. Healing over time effect added to Spirit Link also added some sustain, and Deadly Force goes from nearly 10% and dead to over 90. Carlin teamed up with Blazing Ken here, looks to be making a lot of value, and the only fun blocks are Ret Paladin in the purple. Double team focus in the lockup. Deadly Force doesn't have what it takes to respond through the stun. In the Yellow Trunks, Double Torn and a Sneaky Boy. Nutshelly and Only Fun on the Paladin. With Holy Paladin, Nutshelly, and Ret, Only Fun. Carlin, please, you gotta shake this match up. On the purple team, Deadly Force, the Wrestler Shaman, and a double Demon Hunter comes out. One of them rushes forward. It was Blazing Ken. Managed to get the hunt, cross the map, zip straight to Nutshelly. Massive damage. Bob comes out, gets purged and eaten. The buff is gone. One of the Demon Hunters ate it using Devour Magic. Nutshelly is just riding off into the sunset on the Lamborghini Kodo, trying to get a distraction. Luckily, the defensive seems to be holding strong. Big cleave stun. Big cleave fear. Demon Hunters are desperate to pick a target. One of them joins the Air Force, and I believe Blazing Ken is reigning pain.